Boom, baby, we're live. Welcome to the Whatever Podcast, Companion Broadcast, Ep.4. We're back live here on the Modern Life Dating channel. We're live streaming every single day in the month of December because we're promoting the Masculine Empowerment Network and Body Language Mastery 4.0, the newest and best edition of this course is coming out. If you want to learn how to understand a woman's body language, to know if she's interested in you or not, to save time, money, and frustration, and find the women that are interested in you, this is the course for you. Scan that QR code right there to get on the waiting list. It is limited entry. We're not going to be bringing this back for a while. Get in right now and let's go over to the Whatever Podcast and see what's going on with them today.
Want to just pursue her. So, yeah. So,
all right. I just want to say that when I encourage women to, date multiple men, I'm not saying that they should be sleeping with those men. Okay.
Terrible advice from a retard.
Like, don't sleep with men until they show commitment to you and
Terrible
you guys
advice.
form a relationship. Now, I encourage women to date multiple men. Why? Because we tend to bond quickly and develop feelings and attachment to certain men, and that may not be the best match. So I feel women should explore their options, right? And see, okay, whose guy is giving me the most attention, whose guy it's giving, he's ready to commit, who's putting the most amount of effort. Those things we have to take into account and make better decisions for ourselves instead of just picking the first guy that we find.
Can I respond to that real quick? I get that, but there's one statement that obstructs her ability to do that. But I don't want them. I want him.
Rational. Okay. I feel like women need to be more logic when it comes to relationships.
Logic.
And it's true. Like, we tend to, make excuses and sacrifices for, those men, and they may not deserve those sacrifices. Maybe that man, it's not good for us. Maybe that is a cheating man. It doesn't look for commitment, or looks for all the things that, doesn't align to what I'm looking for in a relationship. So again, logic, have your roster, right? And see which one is the best match and compare them. That's why
I like the idea in theory. It's just
and don't sleep with them, because the moment you sleep with them, you're at disadvantage.
Again, and I'd say to this kind of girl, okay, if this is the system that works, then where's your husband? Where's your boyfriend? If this works, clearly doesn't work. Women can't handle dating multiple men at once. Women can't even choose the restaurant they want to go eat at. How the fuck are they going to be able to choose through dating multiple guys at once? And are you kidding me? If she feels a certain type of way, she's going to succumb to her emotions and have sex with a guy. And it's just going to fuck them up. And that's what these girls do. They keep on dating and dating and dating a bunch of dudes. Next thing you know, you're 30 and crying on TikTok. So awful advice from that chick. Awful.
would have given you commitment, or who's otherwise a great guy. I can say from my perspective, if I'm talking to a girl, and you might say, Brian, it's unreasonable for you to expect a girl to just drop all her options immediately or to only be talking to you. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. But what I can say is, this is perhaps the case for me and for a lot of, I don't know if it's for a lot of men, because a lot of men really don't have any standards or boundaries or preferences. But if a girl tells me that she's dating other men, I'm just not going to pursue you.
Yeah.
That's it.
Straight up.
I'm not going to try to.
It's nasty.
No, just goodbye.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's over.
You're hoe. That's
not going to pursue you.
There's also competitive men. I feel
that's fair. Yeah.
Men are competitive in nature. And if they know that you are maybe talking to other men, and if he wants to be the man of your life, he's going to do everything in his hands to make sure that he's the only one, and you're, that you're giving him, your undivided attention. So he's going to fight for that position. What I'm not for, it's women just,
No. Okay. If you're a guy that knows your value, you're not going to fight for a woman that other men are fighting for. If you have to fight for a woman, that's some dumb fucking Disney bullshit that people think works. Okay. No, I'm not going to fight for you. No, I'm not going to chase after you. You want to be with me. Stop talking to other guys. you be with me. If not, peace. I'm not interested. Go and get your STDs. Go out there and ruin your fucking life. I want nothing to do with this. This is terrible advice, but of course, it's American women.
Who you are. If I find out that I took you on a date and then you dipped to go on a date with another dude, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
I don't want anything to do with you. That's just disrespectful.
Yes.
Similarly, women will go on 3, 4, 5, 6 dates a week. I went on a date with you. You got 3 dates lined up with other men. It's just a headache for me. I don't want to deal with low interest women. If we go on the first date, if you want a second date, the other guys have to be a wrap. That's it. I ain't gonna deal with, oh, you're on the fence about me. You still want to get no.
Okay.
And not every guy agrees with me. Some guys are like, hey, that's a reality. This is the sorry.
Grid One Motorsports donated $200. Do you only give bad advice? Please stop. One dude at a time. Dating multiple dudes is an immediate red flag, and actual good men will move on to a woman that has respect and dates purposefully.
Woman, explore your options.
No, you're wrong. You're arrogant.
Disavow, disagree. Okay.
Arrogant.
Going back to you, you do OF, correct?
Yeah.
Where's your man? If your concept works, where's your man?
Boy, girl.
Oh, mostly solo.
Have you done any boy, girl content?
In the past, but not anymore.
With just one guy or multiple
Yeah,
guys?
just one guy.
Just one guy, like a boyfriend or something?
Yeah.
You guys were doing content together?
Yeah.
Okay. I have a question. So I noticed you're wearing a cross. And then Nick, can you pull up her Instagram? I noticed this on your Instagram. It's going to take a sec.
God
but
first, woman of God.
Oh, right. Wait. Nick, what's your Instagram?
Nikki Foreign X.
Go ahead, Nick. Nick, you can pull up the YouTube video and it's in the description of the. Yeah. Okay. Are there any chats? Are there any chats or? No, there's no chats. Guys, go to twitch.tv/whatever. Drop us a follow. Drop us a Prime sub if you have one. If you have Amazon Prime, you can link it to your Twitch. It's a quick, free, easy way to support the show every single month.
My bio says God first, but what was going to be the question?
Well,
hey, I got it right.
Yeah,
I got it right.
Because God is first.
God first, only fan girl.
God first, one of one goat. Is that a goat emoji?
Yeah, because I'm a Capricorn.
Oh, okay.
Capricorn.
What does one of one mean?
Like I'm one of one. There's only one of me.
So you're special, is what you're saying?
There's only one version of me. There's only one me.
Sure, that's true, I guess.
Yeah, there's not a double of me.
But do you think, couldn't anybody say that?
Yeah, everyone is welcome to saying that.
Oh,
they're
okay.
one of one themselves. Yeah.
So, but doesn't that, if you're trying to point out that you're special, but everybody is a one, if everyone's a one of one, don't you think it's kind of arbitrary and redundant to put it in a Instagram profile?
No, because I wanted to put that in my bio.
Sure. Pull it back up. You said God first.
Yes.
So I'm curious, right? Do you consider yourself a traditional woman?
Do I believe in God? Yes.
No, but different question. Do you consider yourself a traditional woman?
I don't know what a traditional woman would be living in 2003
Kinda like
with
housewife type thing.
with Instagram and with social
2003.
dating pool that's going, and with everything that's happening in the world, and how women are becoming more independent. I'm not going to subscribe to that.
Can you show us the cross, the necklace?
Oh, I have
you have a tattoo.
Yeah, I have it tattooed and I have the cross on my
Well, I'm curious, how do you reconcile God first, cross tattoo, cross necklace? I mean, do you think God would approve of you doing OnlyFans and porn?
Yes. God loves me. Yes.
That's not-
1000%.
Wait, God approves of you.
God loves me.
Can I just have you feel like this is that scene from fucking The Wolf of Wall Street where they're
Like, No. Last curse against God.
Make money
I'm not
off of that. Sorry that I make money.
So what if
off
you
of
made
that.
what if you made money off of being a drug dealer?
I'm not
for
ashamed
example?
of being an OnlyFans model or
This girl's a 6. I know you in America, she's probably considering, well, that girl's a 6 at best.
I am a woman of God and I do believe in God and I do believe that I'm still going to go to heaven regardless of any choice or decision that I've made.
But the original question is, does he approve? So
God will. Yes,
he
he will.
forgives sin, but does he approve of it?
Yes.
He approves of
You're not sinning?
No.
Regardless, I'm still going to go to heaven. He's still going to love me and he's still going to accept me no matter what.
No.
Is that how that works?
That's not how Christianity works.
My God will do that for me. Yes.
Okay, your God.
Well, you're Christian, I'm assuming, or Catholic, or
Christian.
is there? Okay, but like, that's where I struggle here. It's not. I'm not saying I necessarily object.
God hates sin. Okay, and if you're gonna be out here causing people to sin, God's not gonna like that.
Being a Christian, being whatever it is, but doing OnlyFans and
Why
porn.
is porn and OnlyFans a bad thing? What if I were
I'm not
to
making
sit
a
here
judgment
and
about
tell you
that. I'm
that
just-
like, what if like, for example, what if I was getting raped, right? And I needed to leave.
Okay.
Oh.
Just okay. So make your point. You
If
said
I
the
couldn't
word,
get
make
out
your
of
point.
if I couldn't get out of X amount of situation, whatever, and I had no other choice but to do that, and that was going to give me money to be able to get out of a bad situation, like, why is it a bad thing now? Would I want to be continued to be in that situation or get out?
Hold on. I'm not.
I mean,
really
it's not
following,
really a good example, but
I'm not following
just
the
making
logic
an
here
example.
about how you mentioned being.
There's a lot
SA'd.
of girls that do porn and that are getting out of bad situations, that help them to get out of bad situations.
Is that the case for you?
Yes.
You mean a bad financial situation?
A bad like home situation, yes.
Like domestic violence type thing, or
I don't.
So
I'm not allowed
you're
to
saying
say
that
now?
women are obliged to turn to porn and doing OnlyFans if they're being
I'm not
abused?
gonna be judged when I go to the gates of heaven, and God's not gonna be like, oh, I'm not gonna let you in because you did OnlyFans or porn. No, he's gonna judge my character, how I was. Was I a kind person? Was I I can't say that word either. Anyways, he's not gonna not let me in because of those things. He's gonna either let me in or not because of the choices that I've made by being a good human being and being loving and kind and being a good person.
But
not from OnlyFans. I'm not hurting nobody.
Yeah,
I'm not
you are.
hurting.
Sinning.
I'm not harming
You're
anyone.
sinning.
Yes, you are.
you're definitely not harming anyone, and it's not like
God, they're so dumb. They're so dumb.
your God does love you and your God does care about you, but if you
Pornography ruins lives.
beliefs, he would not be happy or accept what you were doing, but he would forgive you. That's for sure.
But you say you aren't harming anyone. I mean, to be frank, with all due respect, you are harming. You're harming society. You're harming men. You're kind of warping the way the dating scene is and how traditional values
I didn't
are.
create OnlyFans.
But you're participating in it. So you're participating in the decay of society.
There
really.
you go.
But how
people
does
are
that,
paying for that.
and how does it necessarily decay society? Because it's been around for literally generations. It talks about it in the Bible.
No,
Because
oh my
it's
God.
warping the way
What?
sex is viewed by men. So they come in and they see these fetishes and then they expect it from their wives and they.
But that's always been a thing.
No, it hasn't.
Since the dawn of time.
So
It's
OnlyFans
just
has been around since the dawn of time.
Not only fans, but just porn in general.
But
No, it has
OnlyFans and
not.
porn takes it to a whole new level.
Okay, let me give you an example. Okay. In Mexico, right? Before even the internet was a thing, you could go down to TJ and you can go see some questionable stuff for a price.
What is this? This is so
Right
unrelated.
now, all you have to do is go online and and look stuff up, and then you can look up like the weirdest fetishes you want available.
Okay, but this is totally unrelated and irrelevant to the actual conversation at hand. I'm asking you because it's totally unrelated. If you guys want to derail the
I already
conversation, that's
answered
fine.
the question.
No, but okay. How you see, like, if you weren't so publicly, outwardly like, I'm a godly woman, God first, you have a cross. Do you wear the cross while you're engaging in shooting your porn?
I do actually. I never take it off. I've actually never taken it off in like the past, I don't know, like 5 years.
Get the rocks. Yeah. Abdul? Yeah. Get the rocks. Get the rocks.
She's lying.
I don't
So
understand what
while
that
you
phrase
shoot,
is, but okay.
like, okay, let me ask you a question. Does Jesus say, if you love me, keep my commandments?
It says to follow the 10 commandments, but that's why Jesus died on the cross, was because no one's going to 100% follow the 10 commandments. And God knew that no one was going to 100% be able to follow the 10 commandments, which was why Jesus had died on the cross to forgive all of our sins.
Yes,
so
but
he knew that we weren't going to follow them.
Yeah, but as if you consider yourself a Christian person, a godly person, you need to start moving in a way
So which commandment says not to act in porn?
Okay, so I can address that. The purpose of pornography is to create lust. Lust is one of the 7 deadly sins. Lusting is equivalent to adultery.
But those
Matthew's 5:27-28. I'm sorry, I'm reading from notes here, but
okay. So that being said, though, okay, what is Matthew?
I'm not even necessarily making a criticism of porn or OnlyFans. What I'm making a criticism of is if you're going to say, God first, I'm a godly woman, da, 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 da. You're wearing a cross, you've got a cross tattoo, but you are like...
Sorry, I'm not atheist.
Are you a Christian?
I love God.
I'm a man of God. I'll just say that. I'm a man of God.
Do you follow him closely?
Have you read the book of Enoch?
The fuck is that?
That's a good question. What the fuck is that?
It's a part of the Bible that was taken out.
guy?
It tells the story
don't know.
of Noah's grandfather and what happened during the fall of the angels.
Do you follow God closely?
Huh?
Closer than you, bitch.
You said
This isn't about me. Like, if somebody wants to criticize me for the way I'm moving, that's totally fine. But I guess, like, I'm not. You've got God first in your Instagram bio. You've got a cross.
Do you think that's bad though? Like, am I? Why is it bad?
I'm
thing
not
that
saying.
Because okay, Romans chapter 14, verse 13 to 23 says, "Do not cause another to stumble." So if God hates sin and you're causing people to sin, you're causing people to sin, then God doesn't like you doing that, you dumbass.
Judgment that you do OF or that you do porn. It's like, how do you reconcile God first, wearing a cross, having a cross tattoo?
Thanks, Brody.
What?
Thanks,
With
Brody.
doing OF and porn. It's clearly against the Christian faith. So, like, how do you balance that?
What do you mean? How do I? I'm not trying to balance it. I'm just doing it. Like, I just love God and I believe God. And
but if so, to identify as somebody who's religious or Christian, you would have to abide. I suspect you'd have to abide by certain behaviors. And if you're not abiding by those behaviors, are you really like a Christian?
Okay, so you're a Christian, right? You would be
I'm a man of God.
You would be going against it too if you didn't wait to have sex before marriage too. So you're sinning as well. So what does my sin make a difference between yours?
Well, I think there's
just because I'm branding it on myself, just because I have it on me, doesn't make me any different from you.
It says in the Bible that all sins are created the same. So no matter which sin you're doing, it's all going to be the same.
I think there are some that, I mean,
no, if you read in the Bible, if you've read the Bible, you would know that it literally says that all sin is treated equally in the eyes of the Lord. A sin is a sin no matter what it is.
I'm not claiming to be like perfect and holy, but like, it's very like.
But you just said that there were degrees to sins. But in God's eyes,
fine.
that there is.
Then I take the L on that specific statement that I said. In any case, it's just, to me, it's like, okay, you're wearing a Christian cross. You've got a cross tattoo.
Yes.
Nick, pull up the Instagram again. You've got God first.
Yes.
On your Instagram, and right below it is the link to your link tree or whatever that links to your OnlyFans where you're doing porn and you're nude and it's lust.
The link in bio.
And then furthermore, I mean, your photos are pretty revealing.
Yeah, it's a marketplace.
All right,
But,
guys.
like,
You guys ready to see a level 700 IQ play? Let me show you some shit. Okay, this is how you get. And don't be. I'm just gonna show. Oh God. Okay, let me just show you how to win the game against these fucking Jezebels. Okay, so this is how you win. All right, take a look here. This is an MLD exclusive. All right, so this is her fucking OF. Right. So what you do is you get your screen capture tool. Okay, and then you capture her face. Okay. And then you save it to your computer. Okay. And when you save it to your computer, this is like level 900 IQ. Okay. All right. So you save it now, right? And then you go to do this website here. It does cost money. Okay. But you go to, God, I got to be careful. I have to end the stream if porno pops up. Okay. But then you go to, actually, hold on. Let me up because I got to hide all the files on my computer. Okay. So then you upload it to the website, PimEyes. Okay. All right, here we go. So that's her face now uploaded, PimEyes.com. Okay. And then you click on start search and it pulls up everything connected to her face on the internet. And then you could see, I'm not going to scroll too much, but if you click here, if you click here, it says it says, Fapomania. You can see this is her. I'm not going to click open it, but you can find all of their nudes for free. And you can see also, this is a great way to screen girls. If you date a girl and you don't know anything about her and you want to screen her, you can use that and screen her and find out, is this girl you met, has she done porn? Is she porn OnlyFans? Is she crazy? Does she have a fucking warrant out for her arrest? Okay. That is how you don't have to pay for, and if you are one of those little perverts that need to fucking go out and get your fix, at least don't finance them, just fucking get it for free using PimEyes.com.
A pretty glaring like how it's such a glaring
You
separation.
could try to tear me down about that, but I stand firm in that. Like, I still believe that I am a woman of God and I love God, and God is
God first, right? It's just like God first, right
Link
below it. Here's a link to my OnlyFans. Like, that's not, it doesn't make sense to me.
You're a bad bitch, girl. You're fine.
Oh yeah, no.
And to actually reference, like, so there's a
and then girls, crabs in a bucket, enabling them. Ugly little fucking troglodyte white girl enabling her.
Lust is one of the 7 deadly sins. Ergo, it is sinful.
Okay, but what does it say right after the 10 commandments? And why did Jesus die on the cross? Literally, everyone is going to sin. Yes, it could be sinful, but guess what? So is talking crap on anyone. So is wanting the Nintendo Switch that your neighbor has. So is wanting the Tesla that your neighbor has. So is everything. Everyone is going to sin, and sinning is a part of life. That is why Jesus died on the cross, and that is the whole point of the Christian religion, is to acknowledge that you're sinning, realize what's going on, apologize to God, and realize that no matter what, you're never going to be better than anyone else. We're all in this fight together. And
so under that logic, then if you realize you're sinning by doing OnlyFans, you should stop doing it.
You have to work.
It's a call. It's a call to be vigilant of our thoughts and actions.
Okay, but if you're sinning to make a living for yourself,
that's wrong.
How?
Because it's a continued pattern of behavior.
So you don't think that God understands that you're doing it for your own survival in order to
she can survive without doing OnlyFans.
Okay, but it's probably not going to be as convenient.
Because
are you kidding me?
You think just because something's difficult that it shouldn't be done?
I don't think that. I'm just saying that if someone has an option to make their lives functional for them and they find something that works for them and they're making an income for themselves, good for them.
So
and God obviously gave her the opportunity to do so. Everything happens for a reason.
Who's to say gave her the opportunity to do OnlyFans?
Yeah, no, actually, who's to say that this isn't years down the line that this isn't going to be an awakening and opening a door for something else in the future.
Yeah.
What?
No, not
It's going to open the door for China and Russia to dominate America because dumb bitches like you are spouting this. Like, this is my favorite thing about America, how she's so wrong, but she's so passionate about it. And she's just dead ass fucking wrong. Dead wrong.
I'm
So
not
if
saying
you're
I'm
saying-
perfect.
No,
but
I'm
like,
not saying that you're saying you're perfect, but your whole thing is, oh, like how would God feel? How would God feel? None of us know we'll know how God will feel. But what we do know is that he literally sent down his only son to die on the cross for our sins.
Yeah, but that
And-
doesn't mean you continually engage in behavior
Would the
that
difference
you know
be that
is sinning.
if I didn't have that in my bio, or if I wasn't wearing this, if I didn't like, is that the difference that I'm just like branding it? What is like the thing that's like bothering you about it?
You're wearing a cross. You've got a cross tattoo. You
Sorry,
have
I'm just not in
literally
secret of God.
literally a line above your link to your OnlyFans, to your porn,
Link in bio.
says what? God first. You're clearly not putting God first, because
Yeah.
look, if we habitually
That's your
continually
opinion.
hold on,
That's
if
your
we
opinion.
if we habitually and continually, constantly, joyfully and frequently practice sin, we are not children of God. And that's a little note I had here.
But that's true. I'm Christian. I'm not a perfect Christian whatsoever. You can still love God, but if you want to build a relationship with God, if you want to be connected to God, you have to let go of sin. You have to sacrifice your flesh.
Me and my connection with God is like this, honey. Nobody at this panel or table is gonna.
Does
tell
God
me
want you
that.
to do porn?
No.
However I talk to God, or
Because
however my relationship
hates
is with
sin,
God, or
and
whatever
it's
my
in the Bible.
conversations were with God, it doesn't matter. It's nobody else's opinion but mine. It's my relationship with God.
At the end of the day, I don't think God is okay with what you're doing, but I do think he'll forgive you. So
That's fair.
That could be a fair way to put it.
That's
He'll
fair.
forgive you, but you disagree?
Oh no, he will.
Oh, okay.
Link in bio.
Oh my God, bro, this is the most fucking haram shit ever.
Haram!
Okay. We have Brigitte. Bridget? Is it
Brigitte.
Bridget or Brigitte?
Brigitte.
like a bird.
Let's see.
bird.
Fuck, we're really behind here on. Okay, we're gonna probably end up going a little late, but part of me really wants to talk to you guys, so you know that not everyone who wants equality is stupid. Honestly, I feel as though even I could rebuttal your points better than any of these other women who have literally no points whatsoever. Did you want to expand on that?
There was it was like in your very beginning of
Can
your
you
podcast.
tilt your mic?
So sorry.
Just tilt it down a little bit.
It was in the very beginning of your podcast. More?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. It was in the very beginning, like when you first started your podcast. I watch you a lot on YouTube. There was this one girl, and I think you had asked, like, is it like it was something about how women always want to be like taken care of, have their stuff paid for, et cetera, et cetera. And you were like, oh, kind of like, what if, like, I think you said, what if like that, like a man were to want that or something like that.
Okay.
And the woman was like, oh, like that's wrong, like blah, blah, blah. And you were like, why? And then crickets, like she literally didn't say anything. So that was kind of like the main thing that I was looking back to. And once again, like, especially with that point specifically, I feel, again, as both parties should be equal in all aspects. When it comes to working, yeah, if you want, you can either have a man having the higher paying job, or the woman having a higher paying job. But what would benefit most is if both parties were working and both having an income for the house to be able to invest it into a Roth IRA, into a retirement account, into a trust fund. And then
A Roth IRA? IRA. Oh my God. That is awful investing advice. Jesus Christ. Jesus fucking Christ.
singular person individually making an income, right? Use that money that you saved up, buy a house, start a family, and be able to retire early because you have a Roth IRA.
Roth IRA.
So you disagree with something a girl said on the show?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Good times. Good
Good
times.
times.
Oh wait, going back to you. Wait, I have a question for anybody here who has plastic surgery.
Wait.
Plastic surgery.
Oh. Wait, that means boobs or like?
I mean, cosmetic
Any
surgery.
enhancement.
Any
Oh, yeah.
enhancements? Anybody? Cosmetic surgery? Anything? Nothing.
Got my tonsils removed.
What do you have
Oh, like lips, Botox.
in the face?
Yeah.
Anything else?
No.
Nothing else.
A little lipo here and there. And
A
then that's
little
it.
lipo. BBL.
No, I actually
Fat
did not.
transfer.
No, I actually did not. Oh my god, if I got a BBL, my ass would
Stop
be
the
way bigger
cap.
than this.
This chick is yikes, bro. What?
Stop the cap.
No BBL.
No. I work out like almost every single day.
Do you?
Why do you think she has a BBL?
That ass. Fat.
Is it just because she has a fat ass?
God, only in America. I don't. Is this attractive to you guys? Is this seriously fucking attractive? This? Is that attractive to you guys? I could smell her through the fucking camera. I could smell her through the screen.
Okay, we talk. Oh wait, let me see if the dude slid in the DMs.
Oh, let's see.
The M.
Mr. M.
Who's somebody? Oh my god, bro. There's a guy who DM'd me who said that Brigitte. Normally I don't do this, but I'm trying. Someone says that you gave him head while you were in a 4-year relationship.
Who?
I'm not gonna say.
What?
He asked me to keep his name private. Probably it could be bullshit. It could be some bullshit, but
I don't want to know.
She said who? She didn't say no. So that's right there. That's all you need to know is that she did do it.
I don't know.
sounds like you might have actually done that shit. But okay.
You have.
Okay, let's see.
He's lying.
Hold on.
He's lying.
I lived in Oregon.
Oh, breakups and how to do it properly. We kind of talked about that, not being a coward and actually being a good person when taking care of hard shit, how to do it properly. I think you've been dating somebody for a while, like a text is fair,
Are you fucking serious?
kind of.
That's pathetic.
Eh.
That's the type of shit that makes girls go crazy.
Eh.
Like genuinely, you're a piece of shit for that.
What if you do a text?
Yeah.
I feel
Girls do that shit too.
like if you
They're a
guys were
piece of shit for that
dating,
too.
yeah, but the man had just proposed in front of her dad. Like, not seem a little off?
Perhaps. Let's see. Wait, somebody said earlier that it was in response to something I said that it was because of trauma.
I did.
Oh yes.
What was it about? Was it about it was not about the bar club thing. It was something else. No, but I think she said it twice.
I think it was about like not being able to let go of your ego and seeing guys as simps for being nice to women.
Oh,
'Cause
right.
have
You said
too
it was
much,
like a trauma because
pride attached to you. Yeah.
No, I don't think there's any trauma.
She's the liar.
I've heard from other men though, and I see a lot of men spending a lot of money on women that are not their girlfriends. I think that's some simp shit.
Mega simp.
You're just mad you're not getting the money.
What's that?
You're just mad you're not getting the money.
No, it's not that I'm mad that I'm not getting some stranger's money. It's just like some simp shit.
Mega
Do you guys think as men that trauma from like past relationship follows men much more than women into future relationships because you guys don't have the same kinds of channels we do to like heal from that trauma or learn from it? Like, do you guys think that your past negative experiences follow you guys more into your relationships than they do us?
We don't go to therapy. We start podcasts.
Okay, so that's how
but
they started.
no, I mean, I actually think I think it's probably the reverse. Because men, like as women start getting more and more trauma, they become more and more masculine typically. and that typically makes women less attractive to partners. Whereas I think, look, trauma can break anybody, but typically like trauma tends to makes you a bit harder as an individual, right? You get a thick skin when you've gone through shit. But like men, we're attracted to women who are soft.
Yeah.
We don't want like a hard, jaded woman.
No.
Tends to turn you a little sour.
Yeah.
Whereas I think that impact on men, while it can certainly sour men, it gives men experience and it hardens them. And women are attracted to hardened men.
Yeah.
Women aren't attracted to soft boys.
Men. Yeah.
So I think there's a differential there.
True.
I think it depends on the woman.
Yeah.
Oh, shut up.
I'm definitely not attracted to like hardcore men.
What do you mean hardcore men?
Like hard men, like you were saying. That's not attractive.
Just go draw on yourself.
So you prefer soft men?
I do.
I like
who haven't struggled, who haven't gone through adversity?
No, of course, but like men in touch with their emotions and able to actually communicate like a fucking girl. Yeah, I like that shit.
Being a hard man doesn't necessarily mean that you have to have gone through a bunch of hardship. You can still be wise and have not gone through any hardship. Like you could have for instance, you can have a guy grew up healthy family relationship, right? Good mom, good dad, went to high school, finished everything great in his life, goes to school, has a career, right? Raises a family, finds a girlfriend, you don't necessarily
Where was the wisdom acquired in everything you just said?
What's the point?
Yeah.
Let's see, through schooling, through family members, teaching, sharing their experiences. And then eventually, once you have like the wife and the kids, then you gain experience into fatherhood.
Isn't wisdom typically acquired through firsthand experience?
Yes, but that can also come from like work. It doesn't necessarily have to be something that's super like hardship, that comes with everyday life.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
For instance, he's obviously going to have a job. He's going to learn life skills at that job. He's going to gain knowledge at that job. He's technically going to go through hardships at whatever job he's going to go to, because you're going to have to deal with stress. You're going to have to deal with time management. You're going to have to deal with renting your own place and just life in general.
How does that develop his relationship skills?
Well, he can develop his relationship skills through dating.
Grid One Motorsports
It's
donated
Grid One.
$200.
It's Grid One, everybody.
Getting out of most relationships is not trauma, it's freedom, and we rarely look back. Also, real men understand how to deal with their feelings and are not soy boys crying in the flat whites.
Oh, wait. I just had a total fucking epiphany. I think there's a really big differential in Grid One. Thank you so much, because that just like major fucking light bulb went off in my head. So are you guys familiar with this trope of women being attracted to guys who are bad boys?
Yeah.
Like women will be writing letters to dudes in prison, like serial killers and shit. Men really aren't doing that type of shit. So when we're talking about trauma, like a guy will, granted, there's like women with BPD and that will fucking ruin your life and shit. Men can definitely get like trauma from dating a chick. Don't get me wrong. However, I would argue that a lot of women will specifically seek to date bad boy types, jerks, assholes, whatever, because these men typically tend to have dark triad personality traits that a lot of women find attractive or they confuse for confidence. Don't get me wrong. There's plenty of good men that are confident, but like I would argue a lot of women would rather date like the bad boy who's a jerk, but he's confident versus like the nice guy, right? So could it be the case that women actually develop more trauma because of the very men that women choose to date, because women are attracted to bad boys and jerks and assholes, whereas men, we're typically attracted to like soft and kind women?
I mean,
like for example, there's this thing called hybristophilia. Is it hybristophilia? Let me just hybristophilia. Wait, it's hybristophilia.
It's like when women fall in love with killers.
Hybristophilia, meaning to perpetuate. Wait, the phenomenon of an individual being sexually aroused by a criminal offender.
Yeah.
So this typically manifests itself more so in women than in men. And so women are, to some degree, are attracted to the criminal, not all women, of course, find to some degree criminality attractive in men, because men who have a propensity towards violence or criminality are more capable of defending you or have the capacity for violence, and women find that attractive. Obviously, I'm not saying women want to be beaten or anything by men, but you want a guy who's capable of protecting you in some sort of self-defense or violence situation. So a guy who has capacity for violence, and this can be evidenced, like if you're a violent criminal, that could be attractive to women. So could it be the case that women actually confer more trauma and baggage from their relationships because they're attracted to men who might be toxic?
Yes.
One of the things that I learned in psychology is that we tend to date whoever is reminding us of the most difficult parent. So if that person, grew up having a difficult father, maybe he was absent or maybe he was abusive, that person have the tendency to seek that, those, behaviors in, their partners, because, subconsciously they're trying to like fix their relationship with with their father through their partners.
And it's also because that's what they're comfortable. It's all they've known.
Yeah.
So it takes some experience to like teach yourself that's not what's normal and getting out of what you're comfortable with, because you're used to that emotional instability. You're used to that absence.
Yeah.
Used to like the manipulation, just not having like someone stable. So those are organically like the types of people you originally attract, but then you like can get out of that cycle, and realize and come to like matters with the fact that that is why you previously liked people like that. And that used to be like me previously. Like I used to like boys like for so long because of family trauma like that.
Also, I want to add on to my previous point. I would argue that perhaps women get more trauma and baggage from relationships because a lot of women pursue men that excite them in some way. You often hear women almost need to have the vibe, the chemistry, the click, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. This sort of nebulous, vague term, the vibe, the chemistry, the click. Who is best capable of eliciting that in women? Typically playerish dudes, guys who don't really give a fuck about you, assholes, jerks, bad boys, etc. It's a trope. Like this is a thing. This is a stereotype. Women are attracted to bad boys. Okay, well,
low self-esteem women are attracted to
a lot of women. There's even women who are high self-esteem women who, I need a bad boy phase. I need to date around and date a whole bunch of different kinds of guys. Like, no. I'm not saying all women, but like there's certainly something to be said that women are far more women are much more willing to date a guy who displays criminality, for example, than the reverse, I would argue. Additionally, I would say that typically you hear women complain about men being boring. He's not funny. Like, for example, men don't have it very high on the totem pole of, is she funny? Is she entertaining? Who's the guy who's going to keep you entertained and keep you on your feet and keep you excited and keep that like dopamine, keep that the rush of excitement? Probably kind of toxic guys that kind of treat you a certain way. So
and let me add, I hate using the term trauma. I think trauma is one of these buzzwords that's getting overused, using to describe regular shit that occurs. People break up, people go through heartbreak. As humans, we're equipped to deal with heartbreak. Doesn't mean it was trauma. And women take on more trauma than men do because women have more unrealistic expectations in relationships, which means when their expectations aren't met, their goals aren't met, they take much more of a hit. Women have a heightened stress response. They respond to stress differently than men. They experience stress deeper than men. And they're more deeply affected by the way they're going to perceive relationships when they move forward after they didn't meet their expectations in their previous dating experiences. The most traumatic thing a man typically experiences with a woman is infidelity.
Yeah.
And if you ask me, when a man experiences a certain level of acute trauma, I'm gonna say acute because there's various types of trauma. So acute trauma, when a man experiences that acute trauma, then what that does is that sharpens him. That makes him more aware of the reality of female nature.
Yes.
What women are capable of, what women will do. And that primes him to better deal with women in his future, set boundaries that he didn't set in his first relationship, have standards, have preferences, exhibit those things, demonstrate those things that he probably didn't do, because a lot of men love really, really naively when they first get into relationships. They think women won't do certain things. They think women aren't capable of doing certain things. And then when that woman does it, it's like, oh shit, like I got cheated on. Oh shit, she fucked me over.
Yep.
Now I know moving forward what to look for in women. And that makes him more attractive because now he becomes the guy who's much more hardened emotionally. He becomes the guy who's not scared to tell a woman no. He becomes the guy who's not scared to hold a woman accountable. These are things that women actually respond to in men. They like men like that do these things. Whereas with women will constantly curve men once they've experienced something traumatic. I'm not going through that again. I'm not doing that. Men ain't shit. Fuck men. Those are the things you hear women say when they've been hurt. So I think it affects women a little deeper than it does men. And I think in reverse, it makes women less attractive to men and makes them less willing to get in relationships. Whereas men, it preps them more for the reality and the brutality that comes with dealing with women that they were unaware of prior to that. That's my opinion.
Naja.
Yeah, I don't often hear men saying, "Oh, there just wasn't the chemistry, or there wasn't the vibe, the click."
Yeah,
she's not funny. I need a funny girl. Like, guys aren't really saying that. I think when women say there's no chemistry, there's no vibe, there's no lightning, there's no butterflies, there's no whatever it is, he's boring. Translation: he doesn't trigger my anxious trauma response, which I confuse with the love.
Mm-hmm. Like,
also, like when it comes to men being funny, your demands that men be funny, or that men be.
Here's the problem with all these, with the modern chicks in America, right? They expect men to cater to their every need. Are you going to entertain me? Are you going to take care of me? Are you going to pay for everything? Are you going to fuck me right? Are you going to protect me? Are you going to emphatically support everything I do? And if we have a disagreement, oh, I'm just not feeling the vibe. Okay. That when a girl says she's not feeling the vibe with you, what she's saying is like, you're not going along completely with how she wants everything. Like, especially if you're a guy that has standards, you're like, no, I just don't want to do that. I don't want to deal with this. You're like, oh, I don't like your vibe. You know, this is not working. Because these young hot girls, dudes are so pathetic nowadays that they get told yes all the fucking time. So when they meet a guy that they're into, but then doesn't do exactly what they say, they lose their shit. They don't know how to handle it. But if a woman was smart and knew about relationships and longevity, which a lot of these women don't, right? And that's why America is the state of relationships are what it is. Okay. These girls are young, dumb, and retarded, right? And a lot of them are not going to grow up and mature and be smart about these things. Okay. You got to know that a good man is a man that's on his grind, that is on his purpose. Like, he's not out here fucking around, wasting time, going out drinking and getting fucked up and partying all the time, shit. And that's what these girls, they chase these party boys because they get this race of emotions. But if you're a woman that you're looking for something that's going to last, you're looking for a guy that is hard worker. You're looking at a guy that's studying. You're looking at a guy that's trying to get ahead. You're looking at a guy that wants to put in work every single day, a guy that takes care of his health, that cares about his family. Those are things that are going to get you the women that you want. Now, you could be, and on top of that, you could be a successful, attractive guy and be all those things and still date multiple women at the same time. But a lot of these girls want relationships, but they don't know what relationship material guy looks like. They're just chasing their feelings. They're just chasing their vagina tingles. And, you know, they get out there and they get, you know, used by these guys. And then they wonder why they wake up 30 and they're single. Like, I don't get it. What happened? You know, like, you got to choose. Like, with smart women see guys that are on their purpose, on their grind, studying, investing, doing the right thing. And then they go for those dudes, and those girls get wifed up. Those girls get in babies and get in relationships, and they get taken care of. But a lot of these girls that are just hot, young, and just chasing their feelings. I mean, you're just like any human that chases your feelings. You're heading down a wrong path, and you're heading down quickly.
have a lot of the qualities that the other person did, but you have this false perception that
But see,
they
that's
do.
what's weird to me is now people are juggling all of these guys and vice versa. And to me, that's weird. I don't even understand how you can find that many people to juggle all at once. Like these people who will find rebounds like almost instantly has always been. It's always been very.
Adrian says, just sign up for the waitlist for Body Language Mastery. What would you do if you had a daughter at 17 and are currently 20 trying to get financially head independent? I would look into a career that could get me 6 figures within the next 4 to 5 years. So cybersecurity, sit down in front of a computer, learn the skill. Everything that you're going to try to learn is going to be hard. So embrace things being hard and do it. Cybersecurity, growing field. Computer programming, growing field. If you want to go into the trades, learn how to be an electrician, learn how to be a plumber, learn how to be a welder, learn how to be a roofer. If you can go out there and learn how to be a roofer, you know how much money you could make. The trades, you could become a multi-millionaire by the time you're 30 if you play your cards right. Master the skill and then master the business execution of the skill at a later time in your life. That's the big thing that can really make, because all these people in the economy, like, oh, the economy's bad, blah, blah. Not these people doing construction, not these people doing the trades. These guys are they are slammed with work. Okay. So get into some kind of industry or get on the education path of something that's going to allow you to get into a field that's going to be bringing you in 6 figures, because you got a daughter, bro, and you're 20. You need to get on your grind yesterday, my friend, and sit around. You need to be plugging in your Google Calendar. You need to be scheduling your time. You need to be scheduling your money. You need to be scheduling your sleep. You need to be on your fucking grind, dude. You need to be on point.
Cool. I guess I'm that.
Are you? That's just the question.
I mean, like I said, I don't know if it falls in line with feminist belief or with traditionalist belief, but I think that like I've been saying this whole time, everyone should work towards their goal equally, and a relationship should be a partnership where both parties are equal and they both do help each other grow.
Okay.
Right?
Sure.
So
yeah,
this is what I think.
Okay.
I'm not like a hardcore Nazi kind of feminist, but yeah, I would say I'm a feminist.
Yeah, you clearly look like one.
No, not from what it has become.
Yeah, me too.
Same.
Tide's turning, boys.
You okay?
Obviously.
Yeah, I think I need some water.
What was, sorry, your question for her was?
What specific actions do you feel as though feminists are doing that ruin like modern dating or contribute to the dating apps? Because it seemed like you were connecting feminists to dating apps.
Well, I think dating apps, it's a contributing factor, but I'm saying feminists in general. It's just that culture. So it's the, toxic masculinity. Women are very, I feel like they're trying to break men down. They want equality for everyone so long, I feel like, as they're on top of the pyramid. Like I said before, they're confusing men. So men are supposed to be
graphic design, useless talent, going to be wiped out by AI in the next 3 years. Useless.
pressures on for the men. And I feel like now women are kind of dominating that, and men don't really know what to do because women are just like the whole boss bitch culture, and I'm independent and I don't need you and I can do whatever I want. It's just, I think it's confusing the entire culture.
Yeah, it's a joke.
We need the gender roles back, basically, is what I'm saying.
I think we do too, but I feel as though
feminism was designed to get women ahead, and women have never been behind at the rate that they are now in the human history. The state of women in America is abhorrent. They are fat. They are debt-ridden. They are infested with STDs. They are at all-time highs of alcoholics, all-time highs of drug usage. Female suicide rates are at an all-time high. Okay, state of women in America is abhorrent. It is a complete and total joke, because when you try to pretend you're God and you try to stray away from the way things are made to be done naturally, and you think, like, imagine if men all got together, like, we don't need women. Like, and honestly speaking, if one of the two genders could get together and be like, yeah, we're just going to totally boycott the other half and be okay, men are the ones that'll be okay. Women would not be okay. I mean, men made the world, and men made the world go around. You know why we do it? Because we fucking love women. That's why we do it. But these women think that they can just completely create some feminist utopia without men. Sorry, that's just not the case.
And they typically are the ones initiating divorce. It's like 80% of divorces are initiated by women. So it's funny to me because women constantly drone on and on. Men aren't willing to commit. Men are commitment phobic.
Well, as I'm saying,
but when
it's
you
both
do get
parties,
relationships, when women do get relationships, when they do get commitment, when they do get the ring, when they do get a marriage, they
Do I consider myself useful? You must be new here. You must not know about me.
commitment.
Well,
Because till death do us part has to mean something, and frankly, it doesn't.
well, even though it can sometimes be women, it's not always women, right?
The
We can't majority of the time, but it's not always. Is it 100%
It doesn't have
of the time?
it don't have to be. Majority sets the precedent for his point.
Okay, but my point also is too. So then if a woman leaves, right, and that's her choice, that man can still support himself. That man can still continue to live. Correct? But my point is if we had societal roles back and the man decided to leave, then that would put a lot of women in jeopardy of not being able to get a job, not being able to support their family, because even child support isn't enough 100% of the time. And we all know this, especially depending on what state you're
But that's because we're looking at marriage different now. Now we're looking at marriage as an inevitable divorce. That's what we're looking at it.
Facts.
So when gender roles back in the day, divorce was not common at
Exactly.
all. So there was never the threat or danger of that happening.
because they knew that if they left,
They'd be fucked.
they'd be fucked. Yeah, they'd be fucked.
I
They'd have to
really
pay
don't
to
think they
support
thought
a
about it like
woman and
that.
her
No.
child.
No, what incentive does a man have to leave a woman that he gets down on one knee and asks to be his wife and spend the rest of his life with?
There's a lot.
That's
It
a good
depends on that
fucking
man.
question.
No.
I've seen it happen
No,
multiple times.
No.
It's
In your opinion, what would provoke a man to leave a woman that he proposed to and wanted to be his wife?
In my opinion, there's a lot of things. There could be something new. Maybe they went to go use drugs. Maybe they found another partner. Maybe they got cold feet and changed their mind. Maybe they all of a sudden decided, hey, you know what? This was too fast for me. I don't want to be a dad. It happens all the time.
Or a
Men
husband.
typically don't leave relationships. They just don't. They typically don't.
So do you have like the
True.
actual like statistic on like the percentage ratio of men to women that leave? Like the actual
If-
statistic
if-
percentage from
If
2023?
if 70 to 80% of women initiate divorce, that means what?
That still means that 30% of men. That's still 30% of men. When you think of
my
how many people are on the
God.
planet, it doesn't matter what percentages. Those little percentages that you can think of are still billions of people compared
billions of people in America. Is this bitch retarded?
to statistic, or is it a statistic from the US?
No, that's the stat from the US. But you assuming it's just men. Actually, the other percentage would be mutual.
The 80% is mutual?
No.
80%
The
is
80% is women. The rest is mutual.
20%.
They agree. The man and the woman agree to leave the relationship or end the marriage.
So you're saying that 0% of the time a
Not-
man
not
will decide
ze-
to
not
leave, because that's
zero-
what you just said.
Not 0%, but an overwhelming majority of the time it's the woman leaving. So your point doesn't hold much weight.
You're saying majority of the time, but my point is that it still happens.
Of course,
Right?
it happens every now and then. It's rare though.
And is it not
But
harder?
but how does that support your point?
That supports my point, because if we go back to being traditionalists, like how are we going to support ourselves?
Like I said, because you're thinking about it on the wrong wavelength.
Bitch, you are
Completely.
I do
So
have
you'd rather just like listen to the whim and do whatever someone tells you to do, like your
Well,
property?
You said before it's a partnership. A marriage is a partnership.
Yeah, but how are you working as a partnership when you're not both working? So it's going to take longer for you to save up because you
Because
have
you're
one
working at
person
home.
financially bringing in money, and majority of that money is going to the child, it's going to the mortgage, it's going to the car, it's going to you. Where's the savings? Where's the investments?
Bitch, do you have savings and investments?
Oh, no.
No, I don't think we're
Wait,
saying
I'm
like,
sorry. I do have to move on because we're running low on time. I finally want to get to Ella here. She's been waiting very patiently. We got multiple videos of hers to react to. So Nick, pull up the articles first. Ella recently went viral. She's got some hot takes here. Nick, if you can pull it up. Is this the first article in the list? Yes. So this is from which publication, Nick, is
This
this?
was in April.
Scroll up. This is the Independent. Wait, no. Scroll up a little bit. I never split the bill. People call me a gold digger, but they've just got low standards. Scroll down just a tad. Scroll just so I could read some of the article. Actually, next we'll just look at the other ones. This is from the Daily Mail. Can you X out that thing in the top left corner or whatever? Woman 24 who refuses to split the bill on any date slams critics who say she's a money-hungry gold digger, insisting men should reward the time and effort she puts in so she can look her best for them. Can you scroll up just a tad? Oh, there's nothing up there. Never mind. Next.
It's just the same article.
Scroll up or make it bigger a little bit. This is from the Express. I'm a proud gold digger. I get what I want, and women should learn from my dating rules. Said that. Yeah, sometimes with these publications, they definitely like to put next one.
From Miami. Did I not just talk about this on the fucking previous episode? From Miami. This is the kind of Jezebel that you fucking encounter in Miami. From Miami. I'm just talking, dude. I love being right. I love it. I love being right.
Shut it.
A little too big. A little too big. Wait, too small now. God damn, the New York Post, the fucking ads. Scroll up. No, up. I'll just read the first few paragraphs. A New York-based influencer doesn't care that she's been branded a gold digger because she believes that men should always foot the bill when it comes to dating. As a matter of dignity, influencer Ella Freeman, 24, said that she would never go Dutch on a date, believing any man who would suggest such an arrangement isn't serious about his role in the potential relationship. By splitting the bill, I'm agreeing to form a connection with a man who doesn't know his role in the relationship and expects me to be 50-50 of the man he's not. I've learned that men who split the bill don't value the time and effort a woman puts into herself to look her best for that man. Plus, 50-50 men don't understand that the woman's investment was made prior to the date. The self-confident Singleton continued. Wait, scroll up. I don't want to see that shit about the fucking war. A little less so I can continue. By the self-confident Singleton continued by not agreeing to split the bill. The woman keeps her dignity intact and avoids bad experiences with men. So first off, do you feel like the characterizations of some of those titles in those articles, do you think they were fair? Do you think they're kind of putting words in your mouth? What are your thoughts on those? And then we'll react to some of your videos.
I don't think they're fair, but I know why they would, write it like that. It's sensationalist. It grabs people's attention, and society hates gold diggers. And I think, I don't think there's such a thing as a gold digger. I think women are naturally materialistic. We're inclined to seek for partners that are, successful, can provide, can protect, and mislabeling, labeling, that's how you say mislabeling? Like labeling wrong.
Well, let's react to some of your TikToks here. So Nick,
it's wrong, and it's just trying to humble women.
Bitch is a
for
6.
Something.
She's a 6 max. 6 max.
My first viral video.
All right.
Ever.
Go ahead. You can play it.
Tons of fucking filter.
If you haven't been called a gold digger at least 3 times in your life, then your standards are too low. How many times have you been called a gold digger?
Countless
times.
After that video, yeah.
How many times have you been a gold digger?
I've never been a gold digger. I have
never been.
I feel I have feelings because I feel like a gold digger, doesn't care about anyone's feeling, doesn't care about consequences, and it's only in it for the money.
Yeah,
I could never do that. For the
next video,
I can't.
So we don't even need. Well, we can play. Go ahead. If you're not getting spoiled by men in your hometown, come to Miami, where millionaires pay your bills just because you're pretty.
Did I not just fucking talk, guys? If you're watching me right now, I literally was just talking about this shit on girls in Miami. There's like I literally can't even plan this, but this is the perfect storm. I was literally just saying this on the episode. Look at this. If you're not getting spoiled by men in your hometown, come to Miami, where millionaires pay your bills just because you're pretty. Okay. This is why American dudes are the most gigantic simp faggots in the fucking world. This is what is ruining the entire dating ecosystem. Okay? This is faggotry in its purest form. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Are you fucking kidding me? This is why I say avoid Miami. Look at this girl. This girl is a hard 6. She is a hard 6. She's got braces. She don't even have big tits. Her arms look like Vienna sausages. This girl is not. She's acting like a gold digger. This girl is not. This is why I talk about girls like this that are not like they're. Is she cute? Definitely, she is cute. But these girls are overcompensating because they know they're not the creme de la creme. So they do these over the top shit. That's why they do stuff when they have ultra high body counts. That's why they do shit where they're like out here, acting like they fucking are hot products, and they're really not. They're really not. This girl is a dime a dozen, bro. This girl is a dime a dozen on the global. Dude, this girl is a Tokyo 4. Okay, absolutely not.
Is that your experience?
No, it's not. But
What do you mean? You said it in your TikTok.
I said
Excuse
it.
me.
I don't know. Like everyone knows that in Miami, it's for the girls. Like you get, stuff for free all the time. Like you can go with zero in your bank and still have fun. So.
Kind of sounds like life on easy mode.
Oh, well, like we live in a patriarchal society, and like the little ways that we can benefit from it, like we're
patriarchy. Okay. Kind of sounds like female privilege a little bit.
I mean, we're already oppressed. So
Are you?
like
Yeah,
living in
so oppressed. You're oppressed.
like trying to dismantle patriarchy and all of that stuff. Like great. I'm
Wait,
not
you
gonna
want
leave.
to dismantle patriarchy?
No. Like
Wait, do you-
I admire people that do that.
Wait, you admire women that want to
that want to dismantle
patriarchy?
Of course, yeah. But I'm just not gonna participate.
Make it make sense. But you want the patriarchy to be dismantled.
Listen, like we're already living in the patriarchal society.
I don't
okay?
think so. I think we live in a gynocentric
I just don't want to
society.
live my life where I constantly have to fight against it if I can benefit from it. You know what I'm saying?
Fight against
Like, don't
what?
get mad, get paid kind of thing. So,
You
Wait,
said you're oppressed.
like, women are oppressed in a patriarchal society, no?
So you're oppressed
What
right now.
a dumb bitch.
I don't feel
What a dumb bitch.
I don't feel oppressed
I thought-
because I enjoy rights, the same rights that men,
So which
enjoy.
women are oppressed?
What do you say?
Which women are oppressed if you're not?
In other countries, a lot of
We're
women are
talking about
oppressed.
here.
Oh.
Yeah, we're talking about the U.S. because she asserts that there's a patriarchy in the United States. Ergo, if the patriarchy is oppressive, I assume it's oppressing women. So, well, going around the table, do you believe there's a patriarchy?
I think so. Yeah. Like, yeah.
I don't know.
Yes,
I don't know what patriarchy means.
that's fine.
I don't know.
No comment.
What do you mean, no comment?
I don't know.
Do you just are you familiar with the term the patriarchy?
Yes, I am.
But you don't know if there is a patriarchy, or you just don't want to say it. I guess I don't know.
They said I don't know, and I agree. Why aren't
Do
you
you-
picking
well,
on that?
Well, you said no comment initially.
I would prefer not to.
Talk about. Okay.
She's built like a
No.
Cabbage Patch Kid.
I'm just going to assume your position then, and I'm going to assume that you believe there's a patriarchy if you choose to not comment on it. I'm just going to assume your position.
The way I
This
see
isn't even like that controversial of it. Like this is mainstream, like shit you hear in colleges.
Jesus Christ, bro. Send the asteroid.
Are you like you're not going to get canceled?
Honestly, I personally haven't experienced the patriarchy, but I believe maybe it exists in some parts of the country, or some people have experienced.
I've heard it's a society built by men for men. I've heard that. I've heard
I'm gonna be a
Uh,
centimillionaire,
a couple
bro.
other definitions of it, but I mean,
Well,
you
we
use the
can say
term, so
we live in a patriarchal. We live in a patriarchy because most of the presidents and governors happen to be men. Does that not?
okay. Why do you think that is?
Bitches are lazy.
I don't know.
Could one of the reasons be because it sounds like you
'Cause maybe
don't want to be 50-50 in a
leader-
relationship, right? How many women are like you?
Not a lot nowadays. I feel the modern woman.
I would say there's a lot of
A
women
lot
who
of
want
No,
to
I
be
feel
stay
like
at
the modern
home
woman
and
is-
don't want to do 50-50 and want a man
They
to
do
be the
want to
sole.
go 50-50.
Huh?
I've seen
Yes,
a
there's
lot of women
that-
going trying to like wants to.
Well,
enter
here's a simpler
relationships.
question. Maybe some women don't want to go 50-50, but what proportion of women would prefer a guy to pay on the first date and be a provider? Okay, not you. We know you, but
I don't know the statistics about it.
Oops.
XNDR. Watching these people just try.
Why do you think it is that men? Do you think men are in these higher positions of power and high earning positions?
What is this? Who's this old lady losing her mind in the chat? Bitches are lazy because men talk to is like you do at this. Because men talk. I mean, I think because men talk to us like you do. Have you never listen, Nasha? Have you ever been in a Call of Duty lobby? How many racial slurs have you been called in a 5-minute window? Huh? How many racial slurs and like sexual slurs? How many men have told you that they're gonna fucking find your mom and gag her and gang rape her, and then a gang of hard N-word people are gonna come gang rape her and kill her, and then you're never gonna amount to anything? Call of Duty, who the fuck cares? I think you need to go get some. I think you need to go get some dick. You're in a bad mood. That is hilarious, though. So you're saying because I say bitches are lazy, therefore it causes women to be lazy. But then I get called every fucking bad word in the book via social media on a daily basis, and I've created a multi-million-dollar business. So where is your consistency in your logic? I think you're old and bitter, and you need to get some dick. That's what I think.
And you think you'll be able to get that, correct?
Yes.
Let me ask you a question. How many men do you think can go out into the dating marketplace and want to provide zero financially and expect to get a partner? He might want 50-50. He might be able to get it, but he goes into it expecting to provide zero financially.
Like a man expecting a woman to provide zero?
No. How many men can go into the dating marketplace with the expectation for a long-term partner that his
James Sharp, very educated statement there, sir. I'm just gonna leave that on the I'm gonna give you some credit here for a little bit. Good work, James.
I don't know.
Very, very few.
What is it? I can name one.
Okay, yes, there's probably dudes that would be fine being
Are you kidding me, bro? Okay, all my black dudes in the fucking in the chat. How many times have you been called the hard R N-word online? Online video games, online poker, social media. I mean, how many times? Like, can you even type it out how much verbal abuse you guys get online, let alone men in general? And you're going to say, oh, women are lazy because men say women are lazy. What? What are you even saying?
Is because there's a mating pressure on men that does not exist in women.
Look, left
if
field,
it's your standard
all game
that you don't believe in 50-50, you want a guy
1,000
to provide for you.
I'm Hispanic and it's
then
over
that
100.
is a very real and powerful mating
Jaden
pressure
Cannon,
that
lot.
exists on men that does not exist in women. I would argue one of our greatest motivations in life for both men and women is to find a partner. And if it's women's standard that I want a guy to make as much as me or more.
Naja, I will drop the link here. Okay. I know you here. I'll put the link. You come, we'll talk right now, Naja. I put the link on the chat right there. Here you go, baby. How often do you think we get degrading comments our way? What you think just one gender only gets them? Here, look, Naja, click on that link and we'll talk on the live right now. Come. I'll be nice to you. Come on. Come on. Let's chat. I'm not gonna call you lazy. I'm not gonna curse you out or anything. But come talk to me, sweetheart.
Yeah, the better you.
So if there is a patriarchy, women created it.
Oof.
Women really created
if there's a patriarchy, women created it because you just said you want a guy that pays all the bills. You want a guy who does X, Y, Z. That man, that's attractive to you. So that man. Men in America are innovative. They figure shit out. They start businesses. They get ideas. They form alliances with other men who share those same values, same ideas, who are also innovators, entrepreneurs. So they become the top. They become the top, and they're what you want. So if women didn't desire that, they wouldn't have became that.
Also,
I agree with that.
men, we don't have a fault.
Naj, baby, come talk to me. Come talk to me. I'll be nice to you. Liz, I know you're having a bad day. I know you're alone. You got no man in your life. I'll make you feel better. Come talk to me.
Like, we have to. We can't fall back on potentially finding a woman who's prepared to be the sole breadwinner in a relationship. We don't have that as a fallback.
Be nice. I promise. Come on.
And we do know if we want to get an attractive girl, if we want to get a 10 over here, a high value woman, we have to be the sole breadwinner and providing in all these ways. So maybe there would be less of a patriarchy if women were like, I'm cool with 50-50, or I'm even cool with fully providing for a man, but y'all aren't. So
hell no.
I can't
I'm not against patriarchy. I'm against men
Yes,
abusing.
You
their
literally
power.
said you're like go women who are trying to dismantle
Like I
the
believe in
supposed patriarchy.
Christianity, and Christianity is based men being leaders. The man is always the pastor. You know, like men in positions of leadership.
Do you not want a man to be a leader, though?
I do. Like, I'm comfortable with that. What I'm not comfortable with is men abusing the power and using.
Like, women abuse the power all the time. If anybody abuses their power in this world, it is not men, it is women. Are you kidding me? Emotional abuse, psychological abuse. I mean, leading men on. How many women lead a guy on? The guy thinks he's going to get some pussy, and the woman takes time, money, attention, helps them move for free, helps them do everything, mows their lawn, fixes their car, does everything for them. Are you kidding me?
Will request submission from me, and I'm willing to give it because I'm naturally, submissive to the right man, to a masculine man.
I had just wanted to add that the only reason why there's not a lot of women in office and in these higher like power roles is because a lot of the time women don't want to be in a higher like power role. Like they don't really necessarily,
AKA they're lazy,
want to be taken care of. They want to stay home. They want to have a sole provider. So by saying that there is a patriarchy, it just doesn't make sense given the fact that who's actually like, raise your hand if you're like actually thinking about like going to Congress, like doing something in the field of like a high power role, like a judge or like deputy chief, something like that. President. No, exactly.
Oh, another mating pressure, aside from just the financial component,
Najma,
women are
where are you?
attracted to status.
I was just about to say that.
Women are attracted to status in men, whereas that's not really an attraction trigger. Like you can take a really high status woman, but if you put like a more physically attractive girl right next to her.
Guys, real quick, I got to stop the stream for a second. We're only at 54 likes. I got to get these likes up to 100. So go ahead. I'll just sit here and wait patiently. And to you, the likes get up to 100. I'll do it the old school fresh and fit style. Just stop the entire stream. Okay, you're trying to find the link. Here it is. Right there. Guys, smash the like button. Use it right now. Ahora. Guys, press it. Press the like button right now. Only 55 likes. 61. There we go. There you go, Naj. I just sent it to you. Come on, baby. Come to Big Daddy MLD. Let's talk. Why are you so angry? Come on now.
Like
women. So it don't even have to, I mean, in today's skills. In today's age, especially in the West, it can be different domains of expertise that are attractive to women who value those domains. It don't necessarily have to be college or politics, but at the end of the day, women value status, they value expertise, they value skills.
Oh, sorry, did you have more? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, you good.
Nick, can you pull up that same video really quick? So I want to get the other girls' input on this.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. I just need the text. I don't. If you're not getting spoiled by men in your hometown, come to Miami where pay your bills just because you're pretty. Come on, some dudes paid your bills just because you're pretty, right?
They have.
They have. I'm curious, like, can you tell us the deets? We need the details, Ella. We need the details.
Guys,
so, like,
this,
can you
guys.
tell us, walk us through.
Listen
24. Can Can you
I
list?
swear to God, God is on my side. I literally just did a stream about Miami and how this shit's happening, and this girl's here talking about this. This is perfect.
Have you had your bills paid by a dude?
Yeah.
Like a random dude?
No, not at random.
Like a guy you're-
mostly in relationships.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
What's some examples of that?
My past boyfriend, he paid for my rent, bills,
Your
car.
I mean,
What the
still
fuck?
simpy, but
It's not simple.
And you still broke up with him? She. Let that be a lesson, fellas. Let that be a lesson.
There you
do
go.
all
They say they want all this
I'm
shit
sure,
done.
I'm sure she has a reason why she broke
Sure.
up with
I'm
him.
sure
Of
you shut
course,
the fuck
That
up.
doesn't. She probably broke up with him because he probably didn't meet her standards, or she probably didn't feel respected in some way. Maybe if you feel comfortable, you could tell us why. But I'm sure she didn't do it
prefer
because
not
he
to
was
say.
that's
being
fine.
nice.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Have you other girls have had that experience where guys will just pull it up again? What did pay your bills, rent? Like, oh wait, hold on.
Grid One Motorsports donated $200.
Ooh.
Women abuse their power far more often.
Oh.
They divorce when bored and use kids against loving fathers. Women do not have the motivation or determination to do the jobs men do, then complain about it.
Yep.
Wow. Well,
I disagree.
Okay. Okay.
I
What you do?
feel for a woman, okay, naturally women prioritize what? Like family, their babies, right? For a woman to break that, marriage and, having their kids, without a father and, having, her own children go through the trauma, it takes a lot for a woman. It takes a lot for a woman to break marriages. And I hate that you guys, make it seem that, oh, women are just bored and we just end up relationships, or, because of whatever. And it's not like that. Like for a woman to break that marriage and sacrifice the childhood of, her own children, it takes a lot.
What do you think
We
the
don't
number
take it
one
lightly.
cause of divorce is?
Causes of divorces?
The number one. What do
cheating.
you think the number one cause of divorce is?
I would say it's cheating.
No, it's not. It's lack of commitment.
Lack of commitment.
It's lack of commitment, and when
From
you
who?
it's lack of commitment. Period. Like the lack of commitment to the relationship, meaning they don't want to do the work. They don't want to put in the work that comes in the marriage.
Yep.
When you ask them, actually break the statement down. The number one statement is, "We've grown apart."
Mm-hmm.
Now, does that sound like that has anything to do with duty? Or does that sound like that's on the basis of her emotions, her expectations, her perceptions of the relationship,
Yep.
how the marriage makes her feel? And then when you break that down more, what's going on in that relationship? What do you think that stems from? Having unrealistic expectations going into the marriage to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
It's emotion.
I don't know the real causes of
Here. Well,
divorces, but
Shut the fuck up.
let's just move. I do have
Jesus
to move
fucking
on.
Christ.
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It takes a lot from a woman. Like a woman will try and try and try to repair the relationship until she is worn out and she's abused and she feels like she can take it anymore.
Where are you getting
What's
this
here,
from?
going around the-
What fucking telenovela are you getting this from, woman?
I don't believe in simps. Like
Okay,
that doesn't
fine.
exist. It's generous men.
What's the most expensive thing a guy has early on
Naja,
has done for you?
join me.
I would say a car.
A what? A car.
Question. How early on did the guy buy you the car?
No. We were like in a year relationship, but like he didn't pay for the whole car.
Yeah,
Like he
I
just
do.
helped me a little bit with this.
Life on easy mode.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like one of those like really smart, good-looking Jack Black guys. That guy, I like this guy, Cupil.
The impound lot.
Okay.
My tattoos.
I think just like diamond earrings. If I can think off the top of my head.
Jesus,
Okay.
fake diamonds.
Like jewelry too, and like dinners, obviously. And this one man asked to fly me out, but I said no because like I don't know him, and that's
Did he
weird
find
to
you from the
me.
podcast?
No,
Okay.
no.
I don't really have any examples except for tips at work,
Okay.
like generous tips at work.
Anything for you?
I mean, on a dinner.
Oh, okay. Have any of you had a sugar daddy? Show of hands. Sugar daddy. Anybody? Sugar daddy?
What are you?
Have you had a sugar
You
daddy?
ain't
Anybody?
answering.
Anybody here?
No.
Liar.
A
Never?
Sugar daddy.
Okay.
I've been a sugar mama.
Oh, there you go.
Whoa.
Here, let's do the next video.
I'm afraid.
by accident.
Shut up, bitch.
If you think not caring about a man's
Men's finances makes you more attractive. Sorry to tell you.
Wait, can you play it or?
It's just me posing.
Press. Oh, that's fine. If you think not caring about a man's finances makes you more attractive, sorry to tell you, but men make fun of you behind your back.
No, they don't. Look at you, bitch.
Because you know what? I think men value women with standards. Men value women. You don't, like you said, you don't like women that date multiple men. And what is that? An exclusive woman, right? A woman that keeps herself, that it's, that it's not, dating and having intimacy with a lot of men, right? So you value exclusivity in a woman.
Sure.
Okay. So women with standards are exclusive. Like we don't be just dating whoever. Like we have a list of standards and boundaries, and we choose, the type of men we want to date based on that. So from the start, we're cutting a lot of men, right? And so actually not caring about the men's finances is not caring about yourself. It's not caring about your future children.
We should have offered you a seat booster, by the way. Okay, sorry. I'm just like.
What?
Nothing.
Because ultimately, the lifestyle of the partner that you choose is going to become your lifestyle. Because at some point, you're going to have to, not work.
Can I have you tilt your microphone down just a teeny bit?
You're going to have to sacrifice.
I don't think men so you're saying like men would make fun of a woman if she wanted to do 50-50?
I've seen men making fun of women. I've seen men not respecting women, not valuing women like that.
I mean,
pygmishas. Are you aware of the term pygmisha?
I think
you guys know what a pygmisha is?
I object to this term pick
Like
me.
a pick me?
A pygmy, yeah.
Oh, I love that pick me show.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use that.
I don't think men make fun of women who want to go 50-50.
Not necessarily make fun of them, but will not value them and will not respect them.
I disagree.
That's
It will walk
we would
all
respect
over
that girl way
woman,
more.
for sure.
Way
Because
more.
it's essentially a woman that doesn't respect herself and doesn't have standards.
So a woman that doesn't respect
Disavow.
herself won't pay?
I've never been walked over, and I do pay 50-50.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I
That
also
makes
never had the
sense.
experiences you guys had.
Oh, now you're gonna backtrack.
But what
Shut
does
the
that go to
fuck up.
show
You see how
with
dumb
the
these
men that
bro,
you're choosing?
This is how easy it, guys. This is what I'm telling you. This is why you don't take them seriously, and this is why listening to her words is garbage. Watch her body language. Look how she moves. There are totally different levels to the game. And see, look, they're just as soon as she got like literally 1 second of pushback, she's like, oh, well, it doesn't mean, that's just my experience, and completely folded on her entire position.
A woman also having a job that brings in income to the household. So I don't think that they would, even if a guy's inclined to be the sole breadwinner, I don't think he would necessarily like turn down a girl who is open to 50-50. Now, obviously, if he like really wants a stay-at-home wife that's going to really take care of the children, that could perhaps be a component there. But I mean, I don't think men make fun of these women, but we can't linger too long on that. Next video. It doesn't need to play. When he believes in 2-income household, but I believe in multiple vacations a year, Van Cleef bracelets and all of my bills paid.
What a loser.
Okay.
I was just being silly, of course.
That is a female loser, okay? Because she doesn't understand the realities that a man has to go through to make money. You have to work hard for many, 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 many years to make it in life, okay? And she doesn't get it. And this is why. And this girl, she's acting like she's the prize. She's a prostitute. She's getting paid for to get fucked. That's a prostitute. And she got no ring on her finger, and all she's doing is racking up bodies, racking up trauma, and racking up jaded experiences in her house, in the house of her mind, which down the road is going to lead her to not being able to be picked.
Bills, like vacations, gifts, this Van Cleef bracelet. I'm not familiar with the brand. How early do you think a guy should start doing that?
A girl who likes Van Cleef is a peasant. Like, come on, get out of here. You're just hopping on a trend. Cartier, I get it. Chanel, Cartier is really what classy girls go for.
Like second date, third date?
Well, you know what? I kind of understand that I have like crazy expectations, but it's because I have experienced them in the first place. And I don't think you will have to blame me. You will have to blame the men that are giving me that type of treatment.
Fair play.
But it's based on the person. It's, like it's based on the person.
Oh, I mean, I don't doubt that.
I'm not expecting anything actually. Like they're just
Come
giving.
on, you're
They're just
expecting.
giving.
Come on,
And I'll
come
take
on,
it.
come on.
I'll take
things.
it. Like,
Well, hold on. Let's see the next. Remember, ladies, you're put on this earth to live in comfort and luxury. Don't let a broke man convince you otherwise. Well, hold on.
Well, how are
I
you?
thought you don't have any expectations, but if Nick,
Christ.
pull it back up really quick. You're put on this earth to live in comfort and luxury, ladies.
And
I
you
think
expect
so.
them to pay for everything?
Well,
That's
don't-
literally an expectation.
Wait, I have a question for you. Are all ladies put on this earth to live in comfort and luxury?
if they choose to, yes.
What do you mean if they choose to?
If they choose to be, a kept woman and they want to live a soft life, they can go ahead and
All
find
women?
a partner. Not a woman want that, and I'm
No, but
aware with that.
you said all
of
ladies.
that.
You're remember, ladies, you're put on this earth to live in comfort and luxury.
Yeah.
Dumb bitch.
Well, she's speaking to her audience, You don't have to take it so literally.
Oh, shut the.
Well, I mean, I'm a man and I tend to take things at face value. When people use words, I tend to take their word for it. But do you think all
And
women...
also remember that some men out there are willing to give that to women and work and pursue careers so they can attract a woman, a more traditional woman, like you said, and they want to give that lifestyle to that woman. So if a woman, it's, but she wants that for her life, she wants that to be her lifestyle, then why is it wrong for her to want that and to attract that and actually succeeding in achieving that?
But you said luxury. So when I think of luxury, I think of like...
Luxury comes in many forms. Like doesn't have to be expensive. Luxury can be a spa day.
Hold on, let me just Google the definition of luxury here. The state of great comfort and extravagant living.
Oh, look at that. It was a 50. Holy shit. Thank you. Who's that? Oh, let me go. Is that? Oh, that's my man Dax. Dax is in the house. What's up, bro? Dax Hill with the $50 super chat. Holy shit. Thank you. Up, burning the midnight oil. Happy belated broshin. Thank you very much, brother. When I come to Texas next time, can we please hang out? Holler at me. Let's be friends. I want to hang out. I want to go to Chipotle with you.
What it sound
Yeah,
like
don't switch until I tell you to switch. You're put on this earth to live in comfort and luxury. Remember, ladies, I assume...
I'm actually fasting today and I'm dying of hunger. Just FYI, guys. MLDB eating Wagyu lunch? No, I'll be enjoying a delicious Coca-Cola Zero.
I feel like so many women have been brainwashed by men.
To what?
To not having high expectations. and I think
listen,
to a certain extent,
Shut
I
up.
think having high standards and high expectations are healthy to some extent. Why? Because those create powerful leader men. Okay.
Leader man.
Like you said before, if
What?
women didn't
Language.
have such high expectations, you would be lazy and do nothing all day, every day. No, since we have these standards, we're like, okay,
Standards.
I have to meet those
Standards.
and I have to work hard and I have to, achieve things
Just kill me.
for, to,
Come
attract that
with
kind of
Tokyo and
woman.
shoot me.
So to some extent, I think it's healthy.
Kill me now.
You said luxury and comfort.
Kill me.
I wouldn't say those are high
Maybe not
expectations.
luxury,
I would
but
say
comfort, definitely.
Kill me.
It's unreasonable and unrealistic.
Fucking Christ.
And the reason I would say that is because a man has to attain a certain level of status and income to provide that for
Good work,
a woman.
Aaron. Good work, bro.
And the economy is competition. So every man can't do that. There's only going to be a small percentage of men who can attain that level of provision for a woman. And the fact that there can only be a certain level of men who attain that level of provision means there can only be a certain amount of women.
But I feel every man should strive to achieve that.
Ice,
to
baby.
be a competitor.
Listen, that cup. Listen, I train all my girls. If you are gonna bring me a cup of ice, that ice better be filled to the fucking tippity top, okay? And if I want a freshly cut lime with my ice to go with my Coca-Cola Zero, you better cut that thing in quarters, not in halves. Okay? Quarter. And it's served right on top of the ice. Squeeze that in there. Try it at home, boys. Get yourself a nice tall cup of ice. Get yourself a lime. Squeeze that lime juice, really squeeze it all out, and then shove the lime down in the cup, and then pour the Coke Zero over it. Oh, it is fucking delicious. 0 calories. A little bit of vitamin C with your fucking poison Coca-Cola. But hey, gotta go sometime, right?
Woman,
Diet Coke, Coke Zero. No full calorie Coke.
person, you have to, appeal to them.
Grid One Motorsports donated $200. If toxic daddy issues had a face, this girl's would be it. You deserve nothing, you earn everything, and it sounds like you intend to earn it on your back.
Bro,
Well, blame my dad then.
It just really seems like you don't have
Oh my
standards and you
God.
just more so expect to be pampered.
Oh, now the
And
girls
then
are
if
turning
you
on
aren't
her.
pampered, you're just kind of like, screw you, I'm going to leave. So you're
I
literally
mean-
given everything.
So what you're witnessing right now is ugly girl hatred for hot girl. That because she's ugly. She's arguably second ugliest. The other one next to Brian is the ugliest. But this girl right here, she's hating on her because no dudes. She doesn't have the balls to get this kind of finessing under her belt from men because she's not pretty enough to pull it off. But she's clearly the most done up one out of all these, and the most feminine as well. And now you're experiencing a female hate a little bit.
For
What
drugs
does
too.
What does that have to do with that? We're talking about standards.
I wasn't
right
able
here.
to,
We're
like,
not talking
defend
about how
it.
you were.
Okay, but so
It's
real quick,
funny
you're
that you say,
saying,
I don't
so
have
if I
standards.
had standards that it wouldn't have
Then
happened to
maybe
me?
you would have seen some red flags, and maybe you would have analyzed why he left you without saying anything, and you wouldn't have ever been with a man that would disrespect you like that because you would respect yourself and have standards. And honestly, I feel like women's status is actually measured by being able to say no and hold those standards.
Yes.
And I think that actually men find that very attractive, a woman's ability to say no.
I think
and
you're
hold her
making yourself
boundaries.
look like a joke.
Oh,
Okay, you want to explain why?
personal attack.
Because you're just sounding fucking stupid. You're talking about shit you don't
Oh,
know.
Okay,
she
stop
sounds very
calling me
reasonable.
stupid and stop saying I'm making myself look like a joke and back it up with facts right now.
Well,
Because
okay,
I think you're just mad.
I
that just
actually
spoke
do have some
reality.
facts about her. So you don't even know
So-
how the relationship was in the first
So-
place. And honestly, in my
She can't defend herself, and so her buddy's jumping in to defend her. But this should be a 1v1.
age, he was always very good at communicating. He actually genuinely showed no red flags, nothing at all. He was very honest. He would help all the time. Like he was basically everything that you guys are explaining that you want in a man, and you're bashing on something when in all reality, what you guys just said that you would expect in a man is the one who actually just up and dipped.
And then real
So-
quick, didn't you say you respected yourself but then had one night stands?
Yeah, that was me when I was an 18-year-old
not respecting
girl.
yourself.
That was me when I was an 18-year-old girl, and people
being
learn
a
from their
garden tool girl.
mistakes.
Oh, get what?
Yeah, sweetheart. When I was a freshman in college.
That's even
And-
worse.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
They're
you don't
haters.
have to be so negative. I'm just saying you can learn from this, and we're on here kind of to learn from each other.
These-
And I've learned so much. So why don't
These two are the trashiest two girls. These two white girls are the trashiest.
the old standards? Your ex-boyfriend or husband, whatever the fuck he was, wouldn't have stolen your money, and you wouldn't have been left with no explanation.
So
because
his drug addiction was like a determined. Okay, sorry. So you're telling me, so if you start off a relationship with someone where they're completely normal, right, and then they flip a switch, that's my fault because
I
they
mean-
decided to dabble in drugs and they decided to steal my money. So that's my fault.
I'm really doubting
If
they
you
were
stay.
normal.
Like what?
Respectfully.
If I stayed, that would have been my fault. I left.
Respectfully, I really doubt that they were normal. I think that red flags were probably missed and that you were probably blinded by love, like both of you. But like I could be wrong. Sometimes people can flip a switch, but
At
I
least
just
I was
don't.
able
So
to
so you
commit.
think if I had her
Each other.
standards of like having men pay everything for me,
Well, that's
and-
just a little
and being
portion of it. She
pampered.
also wants them to have like a great personality and like
Yeah.
nurture her and bring out her submissive
Great
side.
father.
oh,
There's
but if I
commitment.
pay for
Yeah.
something, then I have low standards.
Okay, but what is she offering the man? Why is the
I'm
man
not
going
saying
to
that
want
people have their own
to
preferences.
pay? Why is the man going to want to do all this for her? What is being brought to a table? that is going to basically like
the
make this
beautiful-
man want to support you, want you to be the mother of your children. Like, so what's your guys' envision then of standards?
I think we've been talking about it all along.
Do you want to address her? What did you call her? I think you called her. Did you say call her stupid?
Yeah, you
I
called
called her
me-
a
That was-
joke and
you
stupid.
sorry. That's kind of rude, don't you think? I mean, do you have a
Yeah.
response to that?
Yeah, I do. Respectfully, do you look at yourself in the mirror every day and think
Respectfully,
I'm
do
stupid and a
you
joke?
do you look at yourself in the mirror every day and listen to what you fucking say?
Yeah, 'cause I
Like
love
literally, dude. This entire podcast, you've been sounding like a joke.
Oh
no.
that's so cute.
Thank you.
Anyways, do you want to explain like why I look stupid? And why-
Wait, we forgot
What
she
I'm
called
saying is
herself
a
a 10
joke.
earlier on.
Oh
Delusion.
yeah, the
Okay,
10.
we already addressed that. Thank you. Maybe I'm like a different number. Like I learned from that, and I don't know.
I'm going to show you how ugly this girl is. This is the spite of ugly women. Look.
You
I think I have a great idea, honestly.
do you?
21. Yikes.
Okay, Miss
Mhm.
Garden Tool.
Yeah. Keep calling me that.
Look at her.
Okay.
She's mad because she's ugly.
It won't get to me, but I'm glad it gives you a little thrill and adrenaline and dopamine or whatever.
She's mad because she's
It's
ugly.
okay. I'm sorry if that hurt you. I just think that if you had
Why do you keep talking?
if you had standards, because we're on a podcast, what are we here for? To sit and be silent? I don't
wait
think
for
so.
Brian to talk and ask questions. It's
I think Brian's
the whatever show.
I
It's
think
not
Brian's
your show.
enjoying this, and he actually likes it when people go on
Gross.
tangents, and I think he actually appreciates this right now.
He's getting good content.
But
Viral
but
clips.
to be honest, what I'm
Yikes, bro.
yourself, you probably wouldn't have been disrespected the way you were. And sometimes women who have high standards are indeed the ones who are able to leave their connections because they hold those high standards. And
She's right.
yeah, I don't know.
You do
Thank
know. That's
you.
good. That's 10
Do you
out
have
of
a
10.
response?
Just sounds like a joke to me.
That's a great response.
So
Thank you,
having
I
high
appreciate it.
standards is a joke.
Having your standards is a joke.
But what if
Or you
men
want
are
the
meeting
smoke
my
from everybody
standards?
tonight?
She's so ugly. She's so gross.
Okay, let's do another video.
Jesus.
Or wait, no, sorry, I have more questions. Let me ask, what % of men do you think can provide women with comfort and luxury?
Not a lot. I'm aware of that.
Yeah.
But I'm also not gonna settle down for mediocrity.
Word. So, like, what do you practically propose, though? Because
Don't replace. Yeah, and you're wrong. The ugly one's not cooking. She's getting cooked. She can't even defend herself. She had to bring in her ugly white friend with all the makeup on her face to come. She had to bring this ugly bitch in to fucking tag team her. She couldn't handle her own smoke. This chick right here is actually really solid and smart. This girl right here is pretty smart. Oh, she's down to earth too. This one in the middle. You could have a relationship with her. This ugly troglodyte. This girl's like evil and spiteful, and she has like a fucking hexagon. She's like an upside down Satan fucking thing on her Instagram, bro. That's like a red flag, bro. If a girl like embraces Satanism, like you don't realize it's a gigantic red flag.
are providing. That's just, you're going to need 2 incomes, really,
Well, he needs to get 2
to have
jobs.
a family. He's got what?
He needs to get 2 jobs because I'm not bringing in an income.
No, look, if you can find a guy that's willing to provide, that's fine. But just the
If you need 2
sheer
incomes, like,
economic,
get a second job.
but the sheer economic reality is that for most people, most households, in order, if you want to have kids and have a family, you're going to need 2 incomes.
And you know why I say that
Not
so
really.
confidently? And because my father, okay, he migrated 3 different countries. Like he was, like he came from a poor background, right? And he made it. And I've never seen my mom having to pick up a job. Like he always, sacrifice and, pick up on jobs and stuff, to make ends meet. And it worked out. And he likes it like that. My mom is comfortable. And now we live in, my family lives, in a better position right now. And that's how I was brought up. Like I never seen my mom working.
Okay. All right. We got another video here.
And he did it.
If he can't provide for you, is it going to play or no? Is it? If he can't provide for you, then he's not worthy of trust. Don't trust him with your heart nor your body. Okay. And so what do you mean by trust him with your body? Do you mean have sex with him?
With a man that hasn't earned those privileges.
You mean, but you said, pull it back up, Nick. If he can't provide for you, then he's not worthy of having sex with you. Is basically what you're saying.
Yes.
So you only have sex with men who provide,
who are in committed relationships with me and provide for me.
Bucks them before.
Sounds like
and
prostitution with extra steps. That's I don't know.
How is that prostitution when I'm in a committed relationship, monogamous relationship?
I'm joking a little bit, but okay. Next video. next video. I don't care what a dusty has to say. At the end of the day, they will never know what it's like. Wake up to what? So play it again. Play just.
I do weird shit on the internet.
What is like to wake up to a $500 deposit from a man just because? Have you had that?
Yeah.
A guy just.
It's New York, like.
They just. But is this a man you're dating or just like a dude?
I was talking to him, and we went on a date, and. Yeah, I mean, he's just, I woke up and he was like, hey, a little something for you. I've been thinking about you.
Little something.
Where did you meet these guys?
I'm not on dating apps. I used to be on dating apps. So you find, some of them there. But I don't like dating apps at all. So I just go out to bars.
Wait, question. So you went on one date with this guy?
Yeah.
And he paid
But we've been talking, like I've known him for a while, like. Actually, I met him in college, and then we stopped talking, and then we started talking again.
So for he just sent you $500 because?
Yeah.
Sounds like life on easy mode.
Literally
life on easy mode.
Yeah.
But it doesn't happen all the time. So
how often?
It's not easy. Like
how often has it happened?
It would be easy if it was monthly, but it's not.
How often has it happened?
Not a lot of times. Just. Maybe 2-3 times.
Okay.
In New York is expensive, let me tell you. So like $500, yes, it's substantial amount, I'm aware, but it doesn't cover a lot in New York.
These simps are ruining dating.
They are. They really are.
Ruining dating. Holy fuck.
They really are.
Just sending a chick $500 just because. Here you go. Here's $500.
You have never seen Miami men.
Oh yeah, I know they're tricking.
Tricking hard, bro.
Is that the term to trick?
I thought it was
tricking. You get pussy,
tricking
right?
if you got it.
I don't get it.
No, tricking means you're paying for pussy.
I've heard that term, but I'm not sure what that means. Okay, next video.
Simping is what they're doing. They're just giving her money just because.
That's it. That's all of them.
I have better ones.
Wait, really? Is that all of them? The dusty one. You can't provide. Put on this earth to live in luxury, all of your bills paid. If you think that makes fun. Oh yeah, okay. Wait. So I have a question, right? So, question for the table, I guess. Do you think broke men should not date?
They can date.
Oh, okay.
They can date, of course, but you're gonna get your feelings hurt. Why? Because you don't have what it takes to compete with other men, and then you're gonna grow resentful of women, which I've seen it before.
Compete for whores like you, and high value men don't compete for whores. We walk away from them, or we use them one time and then walk away.
Like reasonable standards, men will go crazy and say that all women are gold diggers, and we have like incredible like expectations in dating. And I think a man should have his financial, status right before entering the dating market.
Dumb bitch.
A broke man, unfortunately, is not desirable in the free dating market.
In whore economy.
Okay.
Whore economy.
The same way, an unattractive woman, it's not as desirable in the dating market.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. So you're okay with poor people or broke people dating, just not you. You don't want them to date you, is what you're saying.
Kind of, yeah.
And that's
I
what
agree.
the thing is, that
Page messages, the black girl's the kind of girl you jizz in and immediately want to walk out.
not date.
And I also want to
broke men, I
clarify,
guess.
like, I'm not lazy. I'm running a hair business. I'm doing TikTok. Like, I'm moving. I'm doing
You're
stuff.
hustling.
I'm
You're
hustling.
hustling.
I came here.
That's right.
Hey,
Shout out to Ella.
I made it happen.
She made it
and
happen.
I made it happen.
She made
This-
it happen.
This girl has no idea what hard work is. She has no idea. Most women don't have idea what hard work is. Okay? They don't. They really have no idea what hard laborious work is. Most women. Are there women out there that know what hard work is? For sure. But most have no idea what actual hard work is.
Here. Oh wait, what question for you? So, well, you said it's fine for broke men to date. So
Hello?
yeah, okay. I was gonna ask if it should overweight women not date, but but that's not your position. You think it's fine. I think it's fine if over women want to date. That's totally fine. Just not me. Okay.
No, because
I'll date a chubby Asian
You know
chick.
what?
I'll date a chubby Asian chick.
Let me put it like this, because
I
it,
think.
it also goes for women, obviously. Like, if you want to
What?
have a good outcome when
I like Asian women.
when in dating.
Kill
No,
me,
I'm not
shoot
talking
me.
about Asian.
Oh, sorry.
I'm talking about, like, maybe women who are not fit, or who are, let themselves go or something like that. Make sure you correct those things. Make sure you
Gotta
work on
correct.
yourself. You hit
Yep.
the gym. Like, you want to present the best version of yourself so you can get the best men. So that's my take.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, guys, go to twitch.tv/whatever. Drop us a follow. Drop us a Prime sub if you have one. If you have Amazon Prime, you link it to your Twitch. Quick, free, easy way to support the show every single month, guys. Twitch.tv/whatever. Thank you, guys. No, it's okay. Shoot, sorry. One of your guys' chats fell off. I'm going to read some of the chats there. Sorry that we're getting to these a bit late, but yo, way off base. Hey, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Sorry that it took us a while to get to your chat.
Actually, guys, I got an important business call. It is 4:00 in the afternoon. I've been streaming since this morning. We'll be back tomorrow, every day in the month of December. We're here. We're live. Money Muscles Game Frame. You know the name. It's me. It's MLD. Body Language Mastery 4.0, the newest edition, most top of the line dating program ever going to be created by myself, compiling all of the years of data. Remember, the last time I put out Body Language 2.0 was 2019. This is 4 years later. 4 years more of data up in here. It's going to be the best dating program the internet has ever seen. Go to masculineempowermentnetwork.com, get on the waiting list, scan this QR code if you're lazy, get on the waiting list. 10 people already got on the waiting list during this short time that I've been streaming today. This is going to blow up. It's going to be huge. In addition to that, you get access to all the webinars, live training, one-on-one coaching with me, multi-million-dollar coaching, the whole 9 yards. We're going to turn your whole life around. Money Muscles Game Frame. You know the name. It's me. It's MLD. Peace out.